welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long day for me, a very fun one, I must admit. I was just getting ready to wind down for the day. I made myself a nice cup of hot coffee and everything. Well, I just couldn't just wind down because there has been this one thing that I've been wanting to talk about for such a long time, and I've been keeping it aside for the longest time because I wanted to make sure that I wrote down my points, but then I never got around to it. I could never figure out what is the right way to say what I really want to say in this video. So then I was like, hey, you know what, let's just put our feet up in the air and just have a casual chit chat with you guys with a cup of hot coffee or tea or whatever your favorite beverage is. So pause right now, go get yourself a nice drink, whatever you prefer, and let's get chatting. So the last year, the Me Too movement came to life and a lot of people came out talking about their experiences, especially on social media. Social media blew out with personal experiences, especially from women who have been molested, abused during their lifetime. And a lot of women from Hollywood came out speaking about their past experiences. It's been an eye-opening year, it's been a freeing year, it's been an empowering year to say the least. A couple of months ago, the Me Too movement has stricken Bollywood as well. Tanushree Dutta has come out saying her story from the past, and this happened to her 8 years ago, and that led to a lot of actresses coming out and a lot of people talking about it. It gained a lot of media attention. Speaking about Tanushree Dutta, I don't even know why in the wildest dream anybody would not believe her. I don't even know why this is a debate. But I was having this conversation with a friend of mine and he was like, what if she's doing this for attention? I was like, really? 8 years later, she's not even in a shape, sadly so, to come back into movies or anything. I mean, it's being unfair and I'm not judging or anything, but knowing Bollywood, they want stick skinny girls, and Tanushree Dutta has put on weight, and you know, it doesn't seem like she's trying to come back to movies with this. She's just trying to free herself. She's just trying to finally let the people know that what is going on. This is what I feel. And also a lot of people who know Tanushree Dutta personally have come out saying how good of a person Tanushree is and why she would not do such an attention-seeking thing. Like, if you heard of Rakhi Sawant say something like this, obviously she's doing it for attention seeking, but Tanushree Dutta, she's been gone from the face of the earth for the last almost decade, and suddenly she would come blaming Nana Patekar, like one of the biggest actors in Bollywood. And she also tried saying this 8 years ago. Nobody wanted to believe her. India was not ready for her truth, and today it's coming out. And of course the director Sajid Khan, is that, or am I saying the wrong name? Whatever. A lot of directors are put under fire. Anyways, the Me Too movement is gaining a lot of attention in Bollywood, and I'm so happy. I have a little bit of media experience. A lot of people have asked me as well, why didn't you choose the movie route and everything? But you know, it was just not for me. In my mind, how I saw it back then is my path was divided into two and I could choose one of the two. Do you want to be in movies and really famous and all that, or do you want to like get married and have a happy life? I chose the happy life because the state at which things were, or even is, you couldn't do both. Forgive me if I'm offending anyone, because this is the truth. If you had to get into movies, there was a lot of couch casting. You didn't have to just sleep with the director or a co-actor. You had to sleep with the producer. Maybe you had to like do some nasty stuff. There was a lot of shady stuff going on, you know, and it still goes on. And I know for a fact that, you know, people who have made it to the top, in some level, they have participated in it as well. Now, there will be a one or two exceptions, and I don't know who they are, but there will be, because you cannot like generalize anything in this world. So there is no reason to disbelieve Tanushree Dutta, and I think we as a nation should open our eyes and really realize this is what goes on behind the screen. A lot of women succumb to it. Why do they succumb to it? Because they have a goal in life. They want to reach somewhere, and they will do anything to get there. If you want to be successful, well, you have to do so and so. And this is not just in the movie industry, this is also in corporate world. It's in any damn world, you guys. This is the world we live in. Let's keep that aside. Every single girlfriend of mine has been molested in her childhood by a relative, by a neighbor, by an uncle. It's not just the rich and the famous and the CEOs and the powerful. It's not just that. I have been abused by relatives. I have been abused by strangers on the road, and I have been too ashamed to open up and talk to my mom. Those incidents were just swept under the rug, and it was just like, of course I still face those relatives and neighbors, and it was like, it never happened. And this is the story with every single friend I know. We have that shame for some reason embedded in us, but we didn't do anything wrong, man. We were abused, we were molested. Why are we walking around with a burden of shame? I wish I was brave enough to talk to my mom about it, but that's gone, that's in the past, and I don't want that to happen in the future, for our future generation, for the girls who are growing up today. So what can we do to really change? Awareness is key. Talk to everyone about it. And also, we need to somehow lift that shame. Like in India, a rape victim, it's a shame. Nobody wants to marry her and she's like locked up in a room and everything. But the rapist walks around freely. He gets married, has children. What? It's not just girls. I also have a lot of guy friends who have told me that they have been abused as well. And for boys in India, it's even more difficult to come out and talk to who? Talk to the mother, talk to the father. Nobody is going to really accept that message. So I want the parents, first of all, to have this insanely intense open conversation with their children from when they are like tiny tots. My friend teaches her son, nobody is allowed to touch you inappropriately, and she teaches him what is inappropriate. Have an open flow of communication between the mother and the son, and I encourage all parents to do this. I encourage all teachers to do this. There should be one elder in every child's life who that child can open up and just like completely be honest to and this communication is so important. And once a parent finds out that the child has been molested or abused, action has to be taken. It shouldn't be like, look, oh, it's my uncle, it's my brother, we can't let anybody know. What? Like, what will people think? It's gonna be a social problem. What? No, we have to break out of this box. Do not care what people think, care about what your child has gone through, and let that child not go through it again, because this really, for a growing child, this really forms that child's personality. When something has happened to the child has spoken to the parents and nothing has happened. I'm not an expert in these matters, so I can't give you like the professional terms and everything, but it's not right. It's not right. I can tell you that much. Yeah, so that is a gist of what I wanted to say, and I cannot wait to read your experiences down below. And I also want to know from you guys, like, what can we do to change the world as we know today? That's it, guys. I have a lot of my coffee left. I thought I'd be like slowly sipping through and getting casual about this talk and everything, but I'm like sweating right now. I'm like really heated up. By the way, if this is not your cup of coffee, but you lasted till this very point anyways, and you'd like to see something casual and makeup related, all the videos are right down below. You can click and watch. I shall see you very soon in my next video, and I love you.